Fly with me, let's fly away. If you can use...
Well, joining us now is lifestyle expert Lena Almeida, who is always willing to share what she is loving. And this week, it's all about Alberta as a place to visit this year for Canada 150.
That's right. I know a lot of our listeners are thinking of seeing our beautiful land, especially this year when there were so many Canada 150 celebrations happening from coast to coast. And I recently had a chance to visit Calgary, Alberta. I'd never been to Calgary before.
I've never been.
You haven't either?
No.
Yeah, I have.
And you love it, don't you?
Well, I went for skiing when the kids were young, so we landed there and then ended up at Lake Louise and whatever. So
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah. So I'm here with my top 3 picks for when you visit Calgary, because if you are planning to visit either this year or next, I know a lot of my friends, after being inspired by so many Instagram photos and Facebook posts of all the amazing Canadian destinations, are starting to actually build Canadian travel into their plans for next year. So here are some things that we did in Calgary that I think you would love to do as well. The first, Banff National Park. You mentioned Lake Louise.
Yeah.
And the great news is, well, it's not in Calgary. It's only about a 1.5 to 2 hour drive from downtown Calgary, so about 130 kilometers. There you can, of course, see Lake Louise or beautiful Moraine Lake. And admittedly, my husband and I, we took the kids and we just went to look at it because we just wanted to see the stunning beauty and just take in, just the breathtaking landscape of mirror-type lakes and snow-capped mountains. And, it was as advertised. It was beautiful.
My brother-in-law went with his family, and he said he's not a huge nature lover, right? But he said he was walking and thinking this is the most spectacular view ever, and then turned a corner and, no, this is the most spectacular view ever.
But my biggest problem was going back to the hotel and sorting through which photos to actually post on social media, because one after another were just beautiful. So, you can go like us to look, or you can actually hike, camp, do a bit of animal watching. No selfies with bears, because tourists like to try to do that.
That would not be good.
Canoeing, cycling, or basically any outdoor activity that you can think of, you can do there. My second pick is Spruce Meadows. So where else can you watch world-class athletes compete in equestrian show jumping, check out a dog agility show, look at some fancy cars, and even take your child on a pony ride, all for $5 per person admission?
Wow.
It's great. So they also have a concession stand with food options from around the world. But if you're a horse lover, or even if you know nothing about horses or equestrian, just going there and seeing it live is just majestic. It's just one of those things that you'll feel blown away, but it's great for kids as well. So Spruce Meadows is my second pick. Now, third, this is actually one of the things I loved most about Calgary, the Calgary Zoo. So for those who don't know, they have a world-class zoo in Calgary, which now has Land of Lemurs. So during the warm weather months, visitors to the Calgary Zoo can get up close and personal with lemurs in their brand new outdoor habitat. And when I say up close, we walked right into the habitat. So there's lemurs to your left and lemurs to your right. Lemurs everywhere.
Up on top of you.
And when you're walking under them, they have a fiber-rich diet. So you want to make sure that when they are on top of you, you take care. But that's it. You're literally in their open concept environment, and you're just immersed in their world. And in the habitat, you'll find black and white ruffled lemurs, red-fronted lemurs, and ring-tailed lemurs, and they were so cute. And we just had the best time, and my kids were blown away.
Well, I think for children, that you want to encourage that love of animals, but being able, in this generation, for us, many zoos, from 30 years ago, you were watching from a distance.
Right.
Now being able to touch and feel and really experience it.
Just to be immersed in it.
Huge. It's
amazing.
Huge. Makes a huge impact.
Well, and Calgary Zoo in particular has an excellent conservation program. So Madagascar is where you'll find lemurs in the wild. They've actually lost up to 90% of its original forest cover, and the habitat loss is the primary threat to lemurs. So when you purchase admission to the Calgary Zoo, part of your money is going to help support reforestation efforts. So Calgary Zoo is definitely somewhere you want to visit in Calgary. And where to stay? The Westin Calgary. We loved our stay there. Quickly, location, location, location. The majority of Calgary's most popular attractions are less than 3 kilometers from the hotel.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, it's
How
right
far
downtown.
is the zoo? Like from,
It was a 4-minute drive.
you're kidding.
No, it's right there.
Fabulous.
They have affordable accommodations, so you can have traditional rooms to executive junior suites, but rates start as low as $129 a night. But here's the thing, they have Westin weekends, which they actually offer late checkout to 3 p.m.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, amazing. It's my number one reason to stay there again, because having a home base, on when you're traveling on your last day till 3 p.m., incredible. The Westin Calgary, definitely the place to stay in Calgary.
Where can people find you on social media to see all those pictures?
Absolutely. So on my blog, listentolena.com, and on social, listen the number 2, Lena.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me,
I
as
think I
always.
have to go and play with the lemurs too now.
Everyone should. It's a great experience.
And we'll chat with you in a few weeks.
Absolutely.
This is what she said. We'll be right back after the break.